You die in your dreams, you die for real. There's also the puppetry kill, where Freddy gets one of the victims. Why, hello there YouTube, and welcome back to 31, and it is day 12, and for day 12 I am reviewing A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. The Dream Warriors, yes, Dream Warriors. So this was directed by Chuck Russell and stars Heather Lengenkamp, Patricia Arquette, Lawrence Fishburne, Priscilla Pointer, Craig Wasson, and Robert Englund as Freddy, who is the series regular. And this actually was co-written by Wes Craven. Yeah, Wes Craven actually came back for this and wrote the screenplay for it with Bruce Wagner and Frank Darabont and Chuck Russell. Okay, so A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors is the third installment of the Nightmare on Elm Street series, where in a mental hospital, Patricia Arquette's character, Kristen Parker, Kristen Parker is, having these dreams, and her friends, including Nancy. We get Nancy Thompson back in this one too. So Heather Langenkamp returns, and they all band together, as in their dreams, to fight Freddy, and use their dream abilities to fight him. And of course, does Freddy get beaten? Well, for the time being he gets knocked down, but he always gets back up again. So, let's get on to my likes and dislikes about this film. So first of all, the likes. As always, I like Robert Englund in this. I think this is where he started to get a little bit more humorous, a little more slapstick. And he had a lot of, puns in this, including one of his kills, which was "Welcome to Primetime, Bitch." I also noticed that this had a young Lawrence Fishburne in it, who at the time was Larry Fishburne, and Patricia Arquette as well, who is now quite a big actress. She's the older sister of David Arquette. Also, they brought Heather Langenkamp back for this as Nancy, including her including what's his name, Saxon, as Donald Thompson. What's his name? Where is his name? That's it. John Saxon as Donald Thompson, which were a special appearance. And yeah, we had other characters in this. So let's get on. So as I was saying on my light, Freddy Kruger was good in this, along with Heather Langenkamp and Patricia Arquette. So was Larry Fishburne. Well, it's Lawrence Fishburne now, but back then he got credited as Larry Fishburne, who, of course, at the time, from what I can tell, he was in Apocalypse Now, and he might have been in some other films in between this and The Nightmare on Elm Street 3. Obviously, he must have been, because there's a big time gap between 79 and 87, because this third film came out in 1987. I also like the effects in this. I don't credit the effects enough in this film series, because I have to. This has to be the franchise that has a lot of the special effects involved, because they're in dream worlds. Freddy Krueger is like a dream demon, so in dreams you can control the reality around you. So yeah, I haven't given the effects enough credit in this franchise. So yeah, I like the effects in this, in all of them, and this one. I also liked in this one that our group of teens, our protagonists, actually, attempted to fight back on Freddy. They used their inner dream surrealist powers to fight him, and we did get some good kills in there, including one kill that was where, of course, one of the notorious kills where Freddy gets one of our dream girls who's dreaming. Freddy, she's like, goes up to the TV, and then Freddy comes alive in the TV and goes, "Welcome to prime time, bitch," and rams her head in there, electrocuted her, and in reality, she gets electrocuted when she puts her head through the screen. Well, yeah, because Freddy gets them in your dreams. You die in your dreams, you die for real. There's also the puppetry kill, where Freddy gets one of the victims in his dreams, rips his blood vessels or his nerves or something open, and controls him like a puppet. But in the real world, he's sleepwalking, and he climbs all the way to the top of the tower that Freddy's controlling. Then Freddy cuts the strings and he plummets to his death. That I thought was a very creative kill, and it probably was creative at the time. Another kill is where one of the Dream Warriors is a drug addict, and Freddy uses the whole thing against her by turning his fingers into syringes and injecting her, overdosing her in her dreams and killing her. This as well, I like the score in this, and I like the soundtrack. It had a good soundtrack song called Dream Warriors by a band called, what was their names in this? Dream Warriors. What was the names who sang the song now? Just hold on a second, I'll look up who sang the song Dream Warriors. So yeah, Freddy was good in this, and like I said, the score and the soundtrack was also great in this one. That's it, that's who sang the soundtrack, the song to it, Dokken. That's who sang the song Dream Warriors. I think this was the first one that had a big, actual band perform a song for the film. Yeah. I also liked how Freddy gets his comeuppance in this, but of course we all know Freddy's not dead. He even takes the form of Nancy's father in this, Donald, and it turns out to be Freddy, and they give him one last middle finger before knocking him down. But of course the film ends where the little house that's like a replica of Freddy's house lights up, letting us know that Freddy is beaten for now, but he will return. And of course he does in the next sequel, The Dream Master. Yeah, so my dislikes, what didn't I like? Well, I guess there was a bit of a slow build in the first bit of the opening act, getting to know our characters, but that's how it works in a film. This film, it wasn't rushed though. The film wasn't rushed, it was quite fast paced. This film's about 96 minutes long, so yeah, it runs for a decent amount of time, and it is a good one. It is definitely one of the better sequels. But I would say it's better than the second one, not as good as the first one. But Wes Craven saw how good this was doing as a franchise. That's why he opted to write the screenplay in this, well, co-write it. So yeah, I thought the cinematography and the effects were great. Robert Englund, as always, in his role of Freddy Kruger, steals the show for me. It was great to see Heather Lengenkamp return as Nancy with some old and new characters. It had that trilogy feel to it, like it retraces some of the original and before whatever, however a trilogy works. Okay, so enough talking now, let's get to my ratings. So, with all that being said, so Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors was quite a creative sequel where they fight back on Freddy. It had a little bit of action in there, which I do like in horror films. And in any genre of film, really. So yeah, the effects were good, and even though probably the effects haven't aged well now because of the age that we're in now, but probably at the time it was groundbreaking. But yeah, so with all that being said, I'm going to give A Nightmare on Elm Street 3. I'll give this. Do you know what? I'll give it 3.5 bladed gloves out of 5. 3.5. Bladed gloves out of 5 for A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors. So that has been 31 day 12, the 3 slashers, of course. That's been my review on A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors. So yeah, let me know what you think to it down in the comments below. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to share with your friends. And yeah, all my social media links are linked down below in the description, so be sure to check all that out. You can watch all 31 so far on my channel, 31 the 3 slashers. So yeah, that's it for day 12, and tomorrow is day 13, so the 13th day, and for that I'm reviewing Friday the 13th. So it's a Friday the 13th film on day 13, Friday the 13th part 7, The New Blood. So yeah, join me tomorrow where I will be reviewing that. So yes, until then, don't have nightmares.